So this is just an accent pool. Don't try and swim in there. If I could, I would take the top floor because you do hear a bit of noise if you're in the middle floors, or I would take a bottom floor. But they don't really give you the option of what room to take. You can pay for upgrades and stuff, but the basic rooms I think are just in the middle. I would love to have one of these rooms at the end. Then you can just jump over the balcony and give her. That's a Toblerone over there. That's kind of cool. In my other video I said they're going to get sued because they're not allowed to use that Swiss Alps thing anymore, but in Mexico anything goes. One thing that interests me, you're not allowed to smoke here, but I still see people smoking. I'm not really sure what the deal is with the smoking. I see people vaping a lot. I'm sure it'll get phased out, but they do have smoking areas, so I don't think it's like, oh, I can't smoke, I'm not going. I don't think that's the right attitude. So over here we got 2 bars. They open up later, and there's usually a pop-up bar. They have a Rio party on Friday night. It was bumping. That was the first day we traveled here. It was a little too intense. This is the stage where they have the shows. We were here last night for ABBA. Tonight it's Michael Jackson. So it's pretty cool. Over there's Italian. I wasn't that hungry last night, but it was good. It was mostly buffet, but you could order about 5 items off the menu. And it was pretty high end. We sat at this table here. Then we went to the beach and checked the sunset out. It's pretty nice. Their staff are really friendly, and they don't really expect a lot of tips at this kind of place, right? Like it's not a place where you're mandated to tip. They don't differentiate their service between tipping and non-tipping. So tons of chairs, never had an issue. I know people talking about leaving the towels on. What's the point? I've never had an issue. I think we're at max capacity now. There's tons of chairs and tons of shade, so don't worry about that at all. It's April 19th, I think, today. Ocean is warm at the end of the day, but in the morning it's kind of cold. The pools, they don't seem like they're heated, but they're definitely not ice cold either. So the other buffet we eat at, we usually eat at this one for lunch, and the first day it was completely dead, but the food was really good. Huge selection, no problem there. Yesterday it was quite busy, but we came about 1 o'clock. And then there's a snack bar as well. Over at the Vallarta, there's a whole ton of stuff I have to show you. I don't know, I might have to make a second video on that one. So we came out here and sat in the chairs for a bit yesterday, and that was last night. There's nobody here. Tons of chairs. Never have an issue finding a chair. Lots of shade. If you walk down this beach, if you walk that way to the right, that's Bucerias. You can walk to Bucerias in like 45 minutes. Near Bucerias, there's a Mexican Walmart, and I might walk there today. Which is quite good if you forget anything. Cheaper than the gift shop, and you can probably buy alcohol there and stuff. If you walk that way, that's the Vallarta. You just walk down the beach about 5 minutes. Or you can walk on the road where you entered the resort. So this is Banderas Bay, biggest, I think the 3rd biggest bay in Mexico. So you don't get any hurricanes or anything like that very often. And, you know, I think that's an alligator or a crocodile. See that thing in the water there? Oh no, that's just a rope. Okay, well, and that's the water sports over there. You can do all the water stuff. Tip of the day, we booked a summer cruise, or a sunset cruise, that's what it's called. And it was booked on TripAdvisor 3 days out for 80 bucks Canadian per person, roughly 68 US per person. And that takes off from Nuevo Vallarta Paradise Village. And we're in Nuevo Vallarta right now. And it's like a secure hotel zone. And the spa's over there, and that's where we're going next, because we're gonna work out at the gym. That's a little snack bar there. Never ate at it. Just hot dogs, hamburgers kind of thing. You're never gonna have a shortage of food here. The buffet hours are really good. And they'll make you any kind of drink you want. They know all the drinks. You don't have to explain it. Some of the staff, yeah, their English is kind of whatever. But, you know, I had a mojito. You can see there's a mojito there. Cigarette butts. The mojito is excellent. Other drinks I like to have. The beer obviously is good here. At this place, they have that Sakati beer. At the other one, it's Dos Equis, I think. Dos Equis. So the gym here opens 7 till 8 or 7 till 7. It's quite good. There's a steam room I haven't tried, and as well there's a not sauna, whirlpool bath, which just looks okay. So I don't expect them to be open yet. I think they open in about 5 minutes, so we'll check that out. Over here's a Rio Fit. They do Zumba, yoga, all that kind of stuff. There's a schedule for that. It's quite good. Well, they're quite friendly, I mean. And there's another pool bar over there. That one doesn't have swim up service, but at the other pool they do. Neither of these pools are adults, but at the Vallarta there's an adult pool and with swim up service, and it's excellent. And people complain the pools are dirty and all this, but this, yeah, they're a little bit older, but they're definitely not dirty. Just a little bit of leaf material in there. For as many people that use them, they're fine. I think they're perfect. What I noticed at the buffets where you could get prickly pear, if you're a big drinker, eat prickly pear because it's the only thing that prevents a hangover known to man. So that's kind of cool. So pretty big resort, pretty lots of walking. My feet were pretty sore the first day, but kind of get used to it. So yeah, we're gonna check the gym out next.